The office party was supposed to be a night of celebration. Everyone was dressed in their best, and I felt proud walking in with my wife, who was glowing with pregnancy. I thought we were there as a team, but I had no idea that the night would expose something that would change the way I saw her, and her boss. At first, things seemed normal. People laughed, drank, and chatted about work. I stayed by her side, making sure she was comfortable since she was carrying our child. But as soon as her boss walked in, her attention shifted. She lit up in a way I hadn't seen in months, and I couldn't help but notice. Throughout the evening, she kept gravitating toward him. I tried to brush it off, thinking maybe she just wanted to keep good relations at work. But then it happened. She leaned closer to him, rubbed her belly, and giggled, "You know, you're my work husband." The room froze in my head, even if no one else seemed to care. I stood there, stunned. She didn't even look at me while saying it. She said it with pride, like it was an inside joke they had shared many times before. My heart sank, but I didn't make a scene. Not yet. I just smiled, pretending nothing was wrong, but inside, I was burning. The rest of the party, she stayed close to him, laughing at his jokes, whispering things only they could hear. People glanced at me, perhaps wondering what I thought about it, but I kept my cool. I had already decided, this wouldn't end here. When we got home, she acted as if nothing happened. She brushed her hair, changed into her nightclothes, and asked me if I had fun. I stared at her, wondering how she could be so careless. But I didn't argue. I simply said, "Yeah, it was interesting." She didn't catch the edge in my voice. The next day, while she was at work, I started planning. I wasn't going to shout or fight. I was going to make her and her boss regret crossing the line. I gathered all the text records from her phone backups, the late-night messages she thought I never noticed. It wasn't just playful banter, it was emotional cheating. I printed everything. Screenshots, timelines, even the pet names they used. I placed them neatly in a folder labeled asterisk for HR. Asterisk she had no idea what was coming. At the next office gathering, I made sure to attend again. This time, I walked in with the folder in hand. I greeted her boss with a polite smile and handed the folder to him, loud enough for people around to notice. "You left this behind last time," I said. Confused, he opened it, and his face drained of color. Whispers spread through the room as employees saw what was inside. Every message, every inappropriate line, every secret was now out in the open. My wife stood frozen, pale as a ghost, unable to explain. The boss's reputation shattered instantly, and HR was called before the night ended. My wife tried to pull me aside, begging me to explain why I did it. I looked her in the eye and said, "Because you called another man your husband while carrying my child." That was the last straw. She had no words. The fallout was swift. Her boss was suspended pending investigation. My wife's credibility at work was destroyed. She realized too late that the attention she craved came at a cost. At home, I packed a bag and told her I needed space. "You wanted a work husband," I said coldly. "Now you can see what it feels like without a real one beside you." Her tears didn't move me. She begged for forgiveness, promised it was just a joke, nothing serious. But I knew better. Words reveal truth, especially careless ones. My revenge wasn't loud or violent. It was calculated, devastating, and final. In the end, she lost her pride, her boss lost his career, and I walked away with my dignity intact. The office party was supposed to be about celebration, but for me, it became the stage for justice. That night, I didn't just take revenge, I took back my self-respect.